we missed you at the party last night. I'm sure you had other things on your mind, but there was about 2,000 people there. Anwar Bex had this party. Anyhow, it was really kind of cool. But if you could have been there, or maybe just been a fly on the wall to hear what everyone had to say. I mean, there was plenty of cheering and plenty of people anxiously awaiting their delivery on this.
We just saw the Cybertruck drive by, which means that it might be here.
Someone's ready.
Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Jehu Garcia and I am in Austin, Texas for the Cybertruck delivery event. One of the most anticipated and probably controversial deliveries of a vehicle in automotive history. There's gonna be live discussions and I'm gonna be one of the panelists. The crowds are forming around the truck.
Don't you know we kill?
Is this your truck?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he could at least gotten a new one.
Could have washed it. Huh?
So they jumped in there and changed the battery from percentage to miles.
Yeah.
And they're like, I know the range now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, they're going to cancel your reservation.
The way you keep teasing me.
In person in Austin at the Luster Pearl East. Can we get a big round of applause for yourselves for being here today?
I guess we heard that they are here.
I'm so excited. Why are you all over here?
We were promised a Cybertruck.
The teardown titan himself, Sandy Monroe.
Looks like Sandy's
Welcome to
making
the
his way
party.
through the crowd.
Sandy's in the
As
house.
Jehu says,
Woo!
Sandy's in the house. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, here you go. One for you. As soon as I give these out, I'll be throwing out.
Sandy's got to be tired.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody let Sandy know we can pull a seat up here for him.
Look at all these fans. We're all fans, right? We're all fans of the Cybertruck. What did I tell you?
Why are people yelling?
Here comes.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds like
we have a Cybertruck over here, folks.
Sounds like a Cybertruck. Oh, there it is. Let's go check it out.
Oh my goodness.
Someone that doesn't like the Cybertruck, I'm pretty excited about it.
When are you gonna take one apart?
As soon as Tesla can give me one. Is there anybody here who has a Cybertruck that can't afford it? Oh, hang on a second.
Was there a question?
There was. The question is, do you have one for me, sweetie?
Oh.
Is that cool or what?
No, I got a random phone call from a guy named Franz von Holzhausen, and he said, hey, can you be in Austin on Thursday? And if you can, you'll get one of the first 20 vehicles. That was on Tuesday.
Thanks so much for coming. This is so
All right, we're gonna find out, does the glass go down? There's a seam that can fit my finger in just a little bit, but I don't know if the back glass goes down. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with the back glass does not go down, observing it here.
Farzad Mosbahi, Jehu Garcia, Elegant Space, Kyle Connor from Out of Spec, Mountain Man Tesla, Kim Java, Dr. Know-It-All, Joe Tegmeyer, and so many other awesome content creators.
Welcome, the art creator himself, chief designer Franz von Holzhausen.
So they went to bring Franz.
We all want to thank you so much for designing this thing.
It's amazing. Thank you, I guess, for coming out and just believing in us and supporting us and working on this project. It's super exciting to finally see it on the road. It's been, something we've been working on for a long time, and it's going to change the landscape. It's an awesome machine. If anybody's been working on it, you know how badass this thing is. And yeah, hopefully we'll transform the landscape a little bit.
If you have a minute, I would love to ask you some questions.
All right, one minute.
Okay, here we go.
Go.
So when you were designing this truck, there had to be at one point where you drew this truck and Elon was like, yes. Were you happy or were you a little afraid when that happened?
When I came up with the design, we made it into a model before we even showed it to Elon, and it was instantaneous, yes, this is what we're doing. Elon believed in this project from day one. There was a lot of people that didn't. This is super polarizing, and it's tough to, it's like so radically different. And Tesla could do anything and could have done a normal looking pickup truck and killed it, of course. But this is also an opportunity to really change change the paradigm a little bit and bring the future forward. And thanks to Elon for really believing in this and what we do, and trying to make special products. We care about the products. He cares incredibly about the product and wants to get the best thing to the people. So,
Franz, thank you so much.
This thing is amazing.
Yes. Who is excited to be here tonight? Huh?
Me.
All right.
What do you think about GM, Ford, the big guys? Are they worried tonight? Are they even caring about this tonight?
Okay, so in order of priority from the guys that are probably the most worried to least, I'd say number one on the hit parade is Volkswagen. Holy mackerel. If I've ever made a bad prediction, it was when I said Volkswagen may be the only competitor to Tesla. I was so wrong. I cannot believe how VW, I don't know how they're still alive.
Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Motoring.
I wanted to ask you guys both about the range extender battery.
Yeah, I think the range extender seems like an interesting topic. Is it wired? Maybe you can't say yet, but is it wired in parallel with the battery, or is there a DC to DC in between the two? Can you say yet?
No.
Okay.
Any other questions? How about you, sir? Any other questions?
Yeah.
I don't know what the NACS rollout is going to look like for the Rivian and the Ford and every other car. I'm excited.
Yeah, we can talk about it if you want to go.
So fun, but right now, towing with a truck that is electric because you can't buy a Tesla Cybertruck is impossible.
To your point, though, in 2025, right, that's when most people are going to get their Cybertrucks. That is the magical year when NACS will roll out to all the Rivians and the Fords and so forth. So is there going to be no more advantage to Teslas at that point?
Charging speed.
Well, in the case of Silverado EV, it does 365 kilowatts.
Well.
And at least on the website, it says Cybertruck does 250. And that's going to have NACS, but again, high voltage. We don't know how it's going to interact and what V4 will be yet. But yeah, I've been super involved with the NACS transition stories. Been working, from this Charin consortium. I just came from a conference in Ohio on that, and a bunch of interoperability testing. It's going to be the Wild West for a little bit. Adapter safety comes in to mind as like making sure your adapter is certified by the OE and it's approved to use on the network, because some of these things can get pretty sketchy pretty quick.
It's just a couple hundred amps.
and
big
like
deal?
Yeah, like a Tesla will do like 700 amps when you plug it into a supercharger. It's
My
wild.
extension cord's going to be just fine.
It's going to be an interesting ride. The NACS transition has to happen. We were one of the early ones to push as hard as we can on that from our side with what little impact we have. But yeah, it's going to be messy. It's going to be exciting, and there's no lack of content for any of us to talk about how this is going to work.
But it will probably work flawlessly with the Cybertruck, and that might be the only truck where it's going to work flawlessly.
Thank you again to Dr. Know-It-All. Thank you to everybody who's been with us tonight. Thank you to you guys. Oh my God, what a great crowd. I've loved meeting every one of you. I hope I meet all of you tonight.
It's just time for the after party.
Yes.
And for those of you at home, I toast to you. I haven't drank all night because we've had to run this event. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week on Tesla Time News.
Good night, everybody.